Welcome back to the WHHI-TV Daily News. Well, there is a lot going on at historic Mitchelville Freedom Park, and here to tell us all about it is the Executive Director, Ahmad. Thank you for being here today. Good to see you.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so we chatted a little bit before we started filming, and there really is a lot going on. So tell us about the new structures and like new things that are maybe going to be groundbreaking pretty soon.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Exciting time at historic Mitchelville Freedom Park. Some people may be aware that last year in June, we unveiled 5 ghosted structures.
Right.
These are metal structures that are shaped exactly how the houses would have been during the 1860s and 70s at Mitchelville. The doors and the windows have interpretive panels, and so we're coming up on a year of that being there.
Hard to believe that it's been a year already. But
that's been amazing. We saw like a 30% increase in vegetation since those have been put up.
wow, so really well received.
Oh yeah. And then we have a church area. We knew there was a church on the site, but we also found a 4,000-year-old indigenous imprint in the same area. So the steeple is up now. The church frontage is up now. So what's being done now, as the permits come in, if you don't know anything about permits, just hurry up and wait.
Right.
We have benches that are being fabricated right now that will have hymns inscribed on the tops of them, and a little nook that will talk about this indigenous area, where there's a core sample that goes about 6 feet in the air, it's about this wide, and we're embedding replicas of artifacts around it. So that's been completed. It's sitting in a warehouse in Massachusetts, and so we're just waiting for these permits to come in, and then that'll start sometime, hopefully this summer, we'll get that up and ready to go.
That sounds very cool.
Yes, very cool. And then the big deal, hopefully this summer we are breaking ground on a 4,000 square foot archaeological research facility. This will be our first real building on the property.
Okay.
And I have a processing lab. So when we do excavations now, we have a lot of stuff that we're pulling out of the ground. We have to send things out to be processed. This will allow us to do everything on site.
Okay.
And also other researchers that are in the area doing stuff that has nothing to do with us could also use this lab as well.
Okay,
There'll be a multi-purpose space that will be able to sit about 84 people. When we do programs, we have to rent spaces, go other places. This allows us to do everything right there. They'll have an office suite, and so we are very, very, very excited. We're working with Pierce Scott Architects out of Bluffton and also Shoreline Construction. Hopefully, we can open this structure second quarter of next year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds equally as fascinating as everything else, but really cool to actually have a structure where you're going to be processing your own historical artifacts.
Exactly.
Will people be able to watch you do that?
Yes. We do public archaeology, and we are developing youth archaeological camps.
Oh.
So we actually have a youth camp coming up this July, and also down the road, some adult archaeological experiences. So you might actually be able to get in the hole with the researchers and do some things. And so
uncover something exciting.
Yeah, we want people to get involved with all the aspects of it.
Yeah, and so how will we find out more about that as those programs come to be? Would it be on your website?
ExploreMitchelville.org. Remember, Mitchell has one L. That gets people jammed up every time.
Yeah.
But they will be able to find out more information about this. We'll be advertising those camps very soon. So something for the summer that'll be coming up. And we're going to do more around education and also getting out into the schools. Here in the last few years, we've expanded our educational programs on site, but we know there's a need for the greater Beaufort area and outlying areas. And so we've recently received some funds through generous nature of our constituency here to allow us to go out into schools that can't afford to come to us. And so we're doing a lot more of that next school year.
That is fantastic. Really good. Obviously everybody needs to know the history, so any way you can get it to them is how that works. Yeah,
we're here as a resource.
We have just under a minute left, but I want to make sure we touch on Juneteenth because it'll be here before we know it.
Yeah, right around the corner.
Right.
So this is our 11th annual Juneteenth Festival, which is crazy to say out loud. So we'll have our usual events. We have the sleepover on Thursday, the 12th, where people can sleep over in the park. We actually have tents, so you can use ours. The drum circle on Friday, and then the big festival on Saturday from 10 to 4. Everybody's welcome to come. And then the next week, close to the actual holiday, the Juneteenth 5K will return. So tickets are on sale. You'll hear more information about this as of May.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you may have to come back and give us some more details as it gets closer.
Yep. Most definitely will.
As we mentioned before filming too, the Harriett Tubman statue is still here through Juneteenth.
Juneteenth.
That's
so if
exciting.
you haven't seen it, come check it out.
It's
incredible.
For sure. Well, thank you for everything you're doing and all of this exciting new information. We appreciate you sharing it.
I appreciate you.
And we'll be back, so don't go away.